Yes, Brother Tar, thank you for making those salient points. This is Pride King. Listen to me. Um, you get to backtrace for understand why this revolution loses actually course. It loses course because of panic, of panicking, of rushing. Yes, the revolution is actually egocentric. The leaders, they be actually use them, the so-called leaders, I correct myself, they use them like a launch pad for their political capital. That's why you can't talk about individualism. Individualism it exists much easier when there's no bedrock of collectivism. You understand what I'm saying? We haven't got a proper bedrock of collectivism, which actually is what triggered off the revolution in the first place. By 2017, there was polarization and, you know, crystallization of different schools of thoughts into different direction, which is what created the divide that keeps on propagating today to very complex realms. That is what is happening. But there's something, for example, like Smoke Man just talk. The revolution started without a defined leadership. Okay, the person will be point and actually give symbolism of this revolution was this guy called Mancho Bibixi, who as a matter of fact has been despised and relegated to the background and actually is now being studied by scandals. We will not know whether a conspiracy or not. The lawyers and the teachers will be actually go on strike. They be go on strike for their what they call trade unions. The teachers went there to fight because the francophone teachers were actually infringing into the classroom, so they were losing their own grounds. The lawyers also did the same because the francophone law system was infringing into the law courts. You see what I'm saying? So these two groups were fighting for their well-being. They were fighting for their own opportunities. But Mancho BBC was fighting for the Gary boys' interest. And the Gary boys' interest was never anything important in our society. It has never been in the black man society to look at the people suffering down there in the grassroots. No. Why? Because we actually cultivate a culture of elitism. We love elitism. The black man loves elitism because he has been destroyed by slavery and colonialism. So he always want to be at the level of a colonialist or a slave master. That's a typical bitter truth of the black collective society as a whole. Okay, if you look at this revolution from that standpoint, you go realize why the real issue that we went to fight for has been actually distorted, and now people don't focus and crystallize themselves into what, into their little monolithic groups where they don't even get results, they don't get resources, they don't get plan, they don't even understand the sophistication of the enemy. That is a problem. If you ask each and every leader, tell me basically a summary of your plan, it will be dumbfounded because first of all, none of them no get a solid base of resource mobilization. And why? Because they don't get a solid base of popular mobilization. The only thing where it mobilize people them for every society now their societal concerns. A man where they from Campbell, you not really know which a man where they for Dibuncha they suffer from because they from two different regions, but they get some common denominators. So they've been neglected, relegated to the background, and maybe they under a typical political stifle, or if it be dictatorial. Okay, let's take that one like our common denominator. We take us to the fight. Okay, but I want to tell you something. Those leaders, when they become up and they are still dreaming of having a national army, of having a national whatever, where they don't get external third party sponsors, they don't get resources, they don't get a real grip on the popular mobilization before we talk about the resource mobilization. We'll take a Jangi, for example. Before we want to contribute money for Njangi, we now first set up the Njangi group for know exactly say, this person is credible, this one is credible, and we know it very well, and we know which side they come from. So we create the group, and then we put the basic rules of the Njangi, and then we decide how much money we put and pay month, and then we put them for a month. Then they call and say popular mobilization, and then resource mobilization. For using money now for the Njangi for do something, that one will come now afterwards. The Ambazonian collective lacks this because each and every person wants to tap the soft spot of the population emotionally for get resources and control them for your own way. So that if you get a freedom, then they call and say, wait, political hegemony, financial hegemony. And because the market is small, all the groups them actually claim for go to Boya, and they get different intrigues. So what did I say? That is promise the people the same thing but different processes. At the end of the day, intrigues that come in, people start cheat each other, and then we go to what they call moral hazards, which means once beaten, twice shy. When people don't lost money in the process many times and over, it'll be difficult for them to even put money again for a genuine process. So if you understand right now why even for this $1,000 within the Ambazonian collective is very difficult because the leaders they don't abuse the people them. You see, the people now would prefer to get into a kind of what they call a collective implosion. They would like to go back into their origins. And their origins, now the place where they come from, the place where you call them home for Ambazonia. Even if you man, they're born in Nkambe and you see in Nkambe like your home, me, our talk say, nah, the home that where you belong to because you know say your home that. And the neighbors know say you're a person from that place. Okay? Let's start by accepting our origins. Where do we come from? Where do we call home in Ambazonia? And see how we feel actually, bring back that popular consciousness within the communities that we are known and can be vetted. If I walk into a place today, for example, Manfi, anybody, if you take me like a thief because nobody knows me. But if I go for a place where they know me, they go know me. If I've not been a criminal, they go know I've been a criminal. Now me now I'll know how for get to my community, ask for excuse, show them a good civil whatever character, so that they can build back trust in me. There is no quick fix. Ambazonia will fail if we no respect the basic tenets of popular mobilization. Thank you. This is Pride King. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance, 2021. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Comrade PK. That is exactly what he said 4 years ago, December 2020. We are in December 2024. All the things that PK said still hold. The thing is, sister, if no be your group, no be Ambazonia, people they don't take this struggle turn into their group thing. President this, president that, commander-in-chief, secretary this, deputy defense chief, spokesman, this and that. They ask them, say, how much their group feel raise for 1 month for support Ambazonia. They cannot raise up to $10,000. PK is even talking about 1,000. 1,000 are even amount where he really, let me say if you talk about 1,000, I'm not imagine. They don't go straight for 10,000, even $20,000. Is there any group in this struggle that can raise $20,000? There is none. There is none. Even your members, even people that are inside the group, when they don't talk about fundraising, when terrorists meet and pay their own budget, some of the so-called presidents, how much did they contribute for that group then? Surrogate them, fake profile them, and then plenty so. People where they diaspora, they hide their face for sure. We can't talk about Ambazonia. My dear people, I did bring on this kind discussion there. So that I want to see how some people don't individualize the struggle. Some people have taken the struggle to be their property. It is very bad. Or when I don't take the struggle, turn it into politics. If you know the come now from your group, the man a black leg, the man a Republic agent, when some person get a contrary idea with you, the man automatically na La Republic, he don't go take money for La Republic. Oh, the man na the man. Oh, the man na so and so. What a shame. What a shame. The best way to go about this thing, the way forward for bring unity for this struggle, I say, me all man fall back for a community. Dissolve those who are group them. Acknowledge the fact say that your group no fit save Ambazonia. No fit free Ambazonia. Dissolve those group them up. Now community. You must begin from a community from somewhere. That is the only way forward. Unity, community mobilization. For country where you did it, join the Ambazonian community for day. Now so we go start up. Now so we go do things then. And we go do greater things and so. Begin from there. All those things, president, this and that. What are they for? When you can, there is nothing you can put on the table. Only if you can't make speech, can't threaten people, they wear code, they contribute money for sending for IDP, then for sending for refugee, then for sending for prisoner of conscience. When they mean they struggle small thing for chop. When they contribute money one gear, they gear their own. What a shame. Una woke up, una open una eye them. The day where you were there for that group, you will finally acknowledge this truth. Leave that group, stand with the people, stand for your community, because there is actually nobody who is in a group that can think and reason beyond his or her group. Anything where the think and talk now according to how your group they talk. Even though we saw your group talk, you know concern Ambazonia. That means saying you know good for Ambazonia. You see you can only think within your sphere of reasoning within your group. Think out of the box. It's a struggle for a people, not a struggle for a group or somebody or someone who you call as in a leader or whatsoever. Ambazonians, wake up. Wake up. The time is now. Join your community. Thank you for watching.